These are the best hunters you should be using in August. Let's talk about it. What's good, YouTube? NoGoodEman here. Come with you today with an August tier list guide. So guys, with this, I want to show you guys the best hunters that you should be using, hunters that you might not be using, but you need to be using. So before we get into any of that, make sure you guys leave a like on the video. If you're new, consider subscribing to the channel, turn in on post notice so you can know each and every time we go live. Last but not least, join that Discord server, the NoGoodEman Mafia. But as you can see on screen, we already get our SR characters pre-fired, so we already got these filled in because honestly this rarely changes over time too much. You will find use in SR characters, but if they don't add new ones, then it's really hard to say, oh, there's going to be a lot of changes. Now with that being said, starting with the D ranks, we got Joe, we got Park, and we got Kim. I just can't find any personal use for any one of these three, but if you disagree with me in the comments. Let me know why. Moving on to the C tier, we got Huang, Han, and Song. They're a little bit better than the D tier, but again, I just can't find that usage. I haven't even used Han except for her specific side missions. Now, if we're talking B tier, we got Lee Joo-hee that's gonna give you mana back and is a great healer and support, water support at that. We got Ana Ruiz, which is also broken. She was useful in some Battlefield of times in the past season, so that's why they get B tier. Moving on up though, we got A tier. We're rocking the boy Eugene Ho and Kang. Now Kang is very good because he has the bleed effect. He's an assassin, so he's very mobile, very agile, and he can definitely add to your team, add value with that bleed effect. And then the boy Eugene Ho, from the QTE to the support skills, he's very good to use in certain situations. Moving on up, let's talk about the S tier. The S tier, the boy Kim Chul stands alone in the S tier. He is very good. I'm finding a lot of use with the boy Kim Chul. He was one of my initial breakers, and we're using him in reverse mode clash. I think I can beat it by using him in reverse mode clash because I don't have Baek Yoon Ho at a high advancement. So he's definitely clutching up, and having a QTE that stuns long, having a basic skill 2 that stuns long, while also dealing break damage is just amazing. Fast break skills at that, so he gets the S tier. Now, there are better breakers than him if we're talking our girl Nam Che. Now Nam Che is doing it big. She's freezing and breaking. She's doing a lot of breaking, and it's just insane what she is. She shouldn't even be an SR. I think she's honestly an SSR character. When I pulled her in early access, I swear I thought she was an SSR character. But not to mention the girl Park. She is very nice, very good, very lovely, especially considering the wind meta that is approaching, that is already here. She can buff your ultimate, she can get her ultimate and help you out. She's a great support character that you should be using. Moving forward, let's get to ranking our SSR characters. So we're gonna start off with our girl Yoo So-hyun. She's gonna get put in the S+ tier category. Now Yoo So-hyun just dropped not too long ago, right before Mirai, and she is very nice. She's a mage, she's a fire mage that does a lot of broken DPS. She is the only attack-based SSR that can crit, so she does stand alone in being the best DPS, but honestly, I don't find her too broken or too necessary in any event going on currently. If we move on here, we're actually going to start off by apologizing to my boy Woo Jin Chul, the big Woo. Gotta play some applause for that man, but you know, wasn't familiar with his game. Honestly, Netmarble just buffed him, and he is a character you should be using like crazy. So if you're not using Woo Jin Chul, you need to be using him now. He is way better to be using as a support character, not even as a support character, as a hunter period. You run Burning Greed on him and you will love the results. Get his weapon. If you salvage his weapon, get it back now. But let's keep on going, man. We're talking the boy Silvermane Beast Beck. We're gonna put him in the S tier. Now, I personally just can't find too much usage with Silvermane. That's not Battlefield of Time related, but we don't even have him at a high advancement. I haven't seen him in any sort of metas kind of going around, but he is still a good hunter, so he gets that S tier. If we say who else gets an S tier, then we're gonna go along and bring his dark counterpart, the boy Lim Tae-gyu. Now, Lim Tae was an amazing hunter that, you know, I got first, so I know Lim Tae's skill set, his technique's better than anyone, but honestly, he's still S tier. He's not S plus, he's not broken, but he's still good. He has very good mobility, and I do have fun using him a lot. Moving on up in the S tier right with him, we're bringing the boy Hwang Dong-soo. Again, another good character. I don't have a lot of advancements on him, but I can say that the skill set that I've seen while playing has been very, very good. And with that, I can say he belongs in the S tier. Nothing above, nothing below. Right with them though, we're bringing the boy Baek Yoon-ho. Now Baek Yoon-ho does an immense amount of break, but honestly his skills kind of just float around. It's very, very easy to miss with his QTE, with his basic skill 2, even his basic skill 1 from time to time. So other than that, his attack scales off of defense, so it's really hard to get that right set so he can actually start doing damage. Now he is a tank character, so we're going to use him for tank purposes. Let's move on up. Let's talk about an SSR that should be in the A tier. So I'm actually bringing Lee Bora down here. Now I know that sounds a little bit crazy, but Lee Bora as a support, I just can't find a lot of use in her. Now I'm just kidding. She's going in tier, but yeah, she's probably one of the better S tiers in this category. Again, she's not super broken, but as a support character, that damage increase that she's giving with her charm on a QTE on a support skill is very helpful. So make sure you guys are using her, utilizing her to the best of your abilities. Now let's move on. Let's get some more broken hunters in our rate up list. Let's go back to the S plus tier and bring the boy Choi Jong-in. Now Choi Jong-in is a great character, and he gets S plus by the way he is now. Now Netmarble kind of just gave him like a mini buff, but Choi Jong-in cannot crit. Even though he cannot crit, he's doing insane numbers, he's doing insane damage for you, for your hunters. But let's keep it going, keep the ball rolling. We're gonna bring our girl Saw Ji-woo in the S tier. Broken, instantly broken. She's been broken since day one. She is a hunter that you're gonna need any time you're dealing with break gauges and the strength is not a water elemental. You should be bringing Saw. Like, I don't care whether the strength is, you know, wind weakness, freaking fire weakness, light weakness. You should bring Saw to 99% of break gauges that you may face. Now, with that in mind, let's talk about another hunter that is just broken when it comes to breaking, and that's Emma Laurent. She deserves her rightful spot right next to Saw because she is just as broken. She is the AoE queen, all right? She's gonna help you out with a lot of mob clears, and that's what we love to see. Let's talk about another hunter that belongs right beside them, the girl Maylene Fisher, a broken support character. Honestly, guys, I find a lot of use with our girl Maylene, but she's just honestly cracked, right? Because she's giving great buffs, and it's insane the buffs that's being given to your characters. Now, if we're talking buffs that's being given to characters, we cannot ignore our boy Mean. The boy Mean is the OG buffer, the OG healer. So Maylene, she is kind of in the spotlight, especially with the new metas going around, but the boy Mean is still on the throne. He's still sitting with his crown, and honestly, he can't be dethroned. It's gonna take a broken support character to dethrone our guy Mean. And who is he buffing? Well, that would be Cha-Hei. So Cha-Hei, the girl that dropped on global release, the custom rate up character, the first rate up global release character, man. Cha-Hei's still broken. She didn't get nerfed, so we're still putting her there. But who's even more broken than Cha-Hei? Our girl Alicia Blanc. You guys knew she was going into the SS tier. I didn't even have to really yap about this too much, but man, if you don't know, if you're not familiar with the new meta, you need to get familiar. Alicia Blanc is the answer, is the solution, and is the problem from time to time. She's all three, guys. And last but not least, our girl Mireille. We're putting her in the SS tier as well. Mireille is broken beyond understandable means. Now, we'll have a Mireille guide very soon, very shortly, but guys, I am enjoying the gameplay with Mireille. She is insane, and it's just a new playstyle that we can play with, having to use the ultimate, then going to town. Honestly, love the animation from the mask design to the almost Conqueror's Hockey that appears around here, man. It's just fun using Mirai, and hopefully you guys are having just as much fun as I am. But with this in mind, what do you guys think of this Hunters tier list for August? What would you change? What characters would you put where? Let me know down in the comments below while we're at it. Be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and all that other good stuff. And don't forget to join that Discord server, the No Good Mafia. And with that, I am out. Y'all take care. Peace.